devil in a red dress. Call 911, I'm a killer. You know I hate to confess. Bang, bang, got my hand on the trigger. The devil in a red dress. Call 911, I'm a killer. You know I hate to confess. Bang, bang, got my hand. Call
at some point I'm going to click the right button at the right time. It's going to happen. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning to everybody out there. Jason here, Signature Esports, and a pleasure just to have you live and in charge for a little fun in the Lernerville sun as we get ready. 2 races left to go in the Reaper Racing League late model series. Again, the open setups, the drivers that are putting on the effort, the drivers are putting out the time, and an incredible time here for each of these race teams and these drivers, just really putting themselves in a good groove. As you see them sitting on pit road, they're going to be they had to get a second session out here, so they're quickly getting things ready to go. Hopefully everybody who wants to join this race is in here. Jaden, thank you very much for the like out there. Alex, thank you for the like and the share. Thank you, Tony, for the subscription on YouTube as well. Folks, like, follow, subscribe. We're on Facebook. We're live on Facebook. We're live on YouTube. We're also live on Twitch. We're also live on Twitter. You can follow us on X at RealSigEsports.com. I'm sorry, at RealSigEsports on Twitter.com. Just look for Signature Esports. You'll be able to find us. You'll be able to see my wonderful logo up there and see the live stream. We are live on all the platforms and all of the, of course, chats interconnect, and it's pretty darn cool to see and to see what you folks are doing out there in all of the regards. And it's a ton of this whole season has been a ton of fun, and it's been great to see. I know that we're getting close to the end of the season here, and I want to give a big special thank you to the league and to all the drivers that have showed up each week, and just pretty much everything that has been going on with this league. I know that we've seen some admins out there having a blast and I don't know, not necessarily a rough time, but having the time of their life, trying to make sure that they keep this thing going the way they get moving forward, and they've done a phenomenal job of doing so. Thank you to the admins. Thank you to the drivers. Thank you to the sponsors of this series as well. This is always a great show, and I love dirt. I love calling dirt races, so hopefully we'll be able to see the Reaper Racing League after this season. Of course, I know that they've got some things they're working on behind the scenes, from what I understand. So I look forward to hearing about that. Even if I'm not back to call the races, I would love to hear what they've got going on. Now, that's all said and done, and my thank yous are all there. Let's talk about your race information for today's race. It is going to be brought to you by Fusion Setup Shop. Go to FusionSetupShop.com and check out your newest setups for this week and next week. They're getting ready for, we're getting close to week 13 coming up very soon, which is, it's always a shame that week 13, like, it's like 2 or 3 weeks after the NASCAR series shows up. You know what I mean? So, well, you know, kind of a fan, kind of not of a fan of that. But between now and then, you can definitely check out the newest dirt packages out there and the short track section that they have at the Fusion Setup Shop. Reaper Racing Leagues, week 9 at Lernerville, and they're going to be basically this race and one more race, and that's the end of the season. It's going to be crazy. Clay Oval track here from Sarver. It is just over a third of a mile in length. The biggest attribute of this racetrack, well, you just saw it as Michaela went around there. There's Jaden Sheehan coming around right now. Keith Hackney is running up next to it. Somebody at some point is going over the edge of this track, and there's a big portion of this racetrack that is cut off from the grandstands. But watch turn 1 and turn 2. That right there, where he goes high, that's Keith Hackney, their current points leader. There's a berm there, and you can go over it. It does happen. It happens in pretty much every race I've ever been in. So we'll see if that's going to happen today. 10 lap heats. We're going to have a 15 lap Consi, 50 lap feature. Up to 20 drivers in the race. I do believe we're going to have just under a dozen, maybe a little less. We'll see. It is an open setup. They do have one fast repair per session, so these drivers are going to be working on trying to keep it clean. It's going to be a good race. We'll see how it works out today. Christopher Joy has gotten some points in the late coming of this the series as well. Christopher Joy is second in the point standings. Keith Hackney has a 50-point lead coming into today's race with 3 wins. Tyson Banks has 3 wins on the series as well. He gained a ton of points over the last couple of weeks, and has really been putting in the strong effort. It started off at Charlotte, where Tyson was there. Christopher Joy, of course, winning last week, needing those 60 points to really put some time in, put the effort in, and it's kind of been that case. It is that case. So Jamie Massey sits 4th in the point standings. Joe Garcia 5th in the point standings, according to what I see in the leagues out there. Joy has 3. Banks doesn't. Joy has 3. Banks doesn't. The points got all messed up, but they're listed properly. Okay, so Joy has 3 wins, not Tyson Banks. Okay, all right. Well, I was reading that wrong. 1, 2. Yeah, okay. Just say I thought Christopher had 3 wins on the series as well. I know that he and Keith Hackney have been kind of digging at each other there a little bit. Okay, appreciate you. Thank you, Jaden. I appreciate you for being out there as well. Thank you, folks, for doing that. It's all good as long as the points are correct. So Keith Hackney was 440, Christopher Joy with 390, Tyson Banks with 372. That's all that matters. Thank you, Kigo. I appreciate you. That's Keegan out there helping me with some of the points. Let me know what's going on. Thank you to the folks out there for doing what you do. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of what we're doing here. All right, here's your starting grid for the heats. I do believe we're just going to run one. It's going to be exactly where it needs to be. Keith Hackney, Christopher Joy, Lakin Martin, Jaden Sheehan are going to make up your front 2 rows here. Pole sitter, of course, brought to you by Klosterman Engraving. Make sure you go check him out on Facebook. Links are in the description for you. Keith will be that pole sitter today. Nick King, Jamie Massey will make up row number 3. Justin Williams, Michaela Steffes in row number 4. The Voodoo Queen out there. We do like her. I'm a huge Michaela fan. Okay, just so everybody knows, I'm constantly rooting for Michaela because she's a she's a big dog she's the little dog in a big pond, and she can kick these boys' butts. So hopefully she's gonna be good. Hopefully setups are all worked up for everybody. Week 9 at Lernerville, working at day, and also she does live stream too, so you can go check out her live streams out there. I'm a fan of Keith Hackney as well, and Christopher Joy, and Lakin Martin, and Jaden Sheehan. I'm a fan of all these fine folks out here, and the talent that they possess, because they're a lot better at dirt than I am. That's for darn sure. Yep, that's a real deal. Here's the pace truck ready to go as David E. Bauman. Seating section over there by pit road. That is absolutely fantastic. Good to see everybody out there. Much love to you. Thank you so much. Alex, you got to go have fun. Yeah, hopefully they have fun. That's the big key here. We're 2 races away from the end of the season, and next week's going to be the absolute blast, the 100 lapper. The cool things, the cool vibes as they get out there and line themselves up. JJSC Racewear are going to be the sponsor for the heat and everything that they do over there. All the fine enjoyments of all the cool stuff. Yeah. What a good race. It's going to be a good race. It's going to be a fast race. Unique in its regard, but we'll see who's gonna time this one out. Again, 91.32, 038 in the 5, ready to go. Watching some of the long run paces that these drivers have had, and I think that's where the setups are going to be. Who's going over the hill? How many drivers you think are going to go over the side? Because Lernerville does that to you. You can see it. Look at that drop off over there. Maybe at some point we'll go over and we'll pull that off to the side over there. Max, thank you for the like. We're green. Let's go racing. Hackney with a slide on the 032. Christopher Joy run on the high side. Track state has already been set and carried over, but listen to the marbles that these drivers have as they get around the corner. Big bump coming. All that dirt, the wide-angled racetrack here at Lernerville. You're going to see the 032 dig into the corner. This is where the mid lane is going to work for the 91. 032 there to the inside. As long as they don't touch, they'll be fine. 91 climbs down to the bottom side of the race line. 032 with a slider here. 91 with a big push. Hackney doesn't necessarily need to win. He just needs to have a clean race. Finished inside the top 3. Christopher Joy just ran the fastest lap of the race. Joy with the 032. Runs a 14.88 right now to the bottom side of the race line working. 91, 032 side by side. 6 laps to go into the heat as the 91 rockets the grass. It's something that we do see quite often on this racetrack, that grass, getting the tires down on the grass, helping turn the car. 032 way up the berm. Got to make sure you miss the flat. Joy leads that lap, but not by much. 91 there to the bottom side. Big hookup. Bottom line feeding is Jaden Sheehan holds that 3rd spot. He's got Jamie Massey all the back. Try to put a little bit more effort into the bottom side as they continue to go. Lakin Martin here in the 038. Nick King back here as well. Fastest lap again, 14.88. Tying the fast lap by 1/1000th of a second. As Christopher Joy figures out how to run the high side here. But a car length between the two at the finish line. 032.91. 1-2 at the moment. Jaden Sheehan running in that 3rd spot as we see Jamie Massey still trying to put the bottom line together here. 2 laps to go. This is where sliders become the deal. Jaden Sheehan with the crossover as the 5 goes to the inside. 5 and 119. 5 down to protect. 119 there in the middle. Up the race line. Sheehan still leads the 3rd spot. But right now, the battle for the lead, all between Joy and Hackney. Sheehan and Massey, sliders galore. As a 5 works his way back around. Massey almost there. Joy's going to win it. Massey's going to finish 4th. And right there, Christopher Joy gets your heat race win. And that is courtesy of JJSC Racewear right here today. Red Pirate Family Bar. Hold on, we gotta hyphenate that. Red Pirate Family Grill and Oyster Bar. There you go. RPFGOB. That'll work. It's gonna be your Concy here as the 4 drivers look to get out there and have some fun. Lernerville again. Nick King, Lake and Martin gonna make up your first row here. Justin Williams, Michaela Steffes working on their long run race. This is going to be another chance for the drivers to get some time into the racetrack. Not only that, but be able to try to get themselves a little bit more dialed in on their setups and what adjustments they're going to need to make here between now and the rest of the sessions. Chiefland RC Raceway. If you haven't checked them out, you got to go to chieflandrcraceway.com. They are an absolute fantastic source of entertainment if you're in the Florida area, so go check them out as well. Make sure you go to redpiratebar.com. There's links in the description for them. You can also find them on Facebook. Red Pirate Family Grill and Oyster Bar down in Florida. If you're down there vacationing or you're going down there to well, I mean, you get Daytona. There's a chance you might go over to Red Pirate if you pop on by if you're going to Daytona this weekend, so I encourage you to do it. I know NASCAR's getting ready to kick off, and we have the Super Bowl tomorrow. I don't know who's everybody got. I'm supposed to be rooting for the Chiefs, but I don't like them because I live in Missouri. Nick King, 038 of Lake and Martin, ready to go. And here's going to be your rattle. Pace truck's going to dive off. 43, 038, 24, 49, ready to go. Restart zone coming up. They're going green. 15 lap Concy here, as they will dig out of their mind for the Reaper Racing League. Fusion Setup Shop again, bringing you all the action here. Michaela there to the outside of Justin Williams. Williams into the 24. 49 to the inside here as well. Michaela Steffes has a good race here. Good line. Pops herself right where she needs to be. A little free for the 24. You can see where the grip is because the 49 just looks a little bit more on the throttle here. As Michaela makes the pass, 24 has to straighten the car back out and does so right here. So we'll see if that's going to change here as Justin Williams tries to put himself back in. Lake and Martin right there to the outside, to the inside, trying to make a pass to the 43 of Nick King. Nick King 15.31 on the fast lap here. About 0.5 of a second off the fastest lap of Christopher Joy earlier. 12 laps to go here in the Concy. The B-Main picking up pace, 43.038. Steffi's runs her fastest lap this last time, 15.53. Justin Williams picking it up as well, 15.51. Lake and Martin has a 15.23 this time by. Middle lane for the drivers of 43 defends the outside. 038 there to the inside. Side-by-side racing here. Corner exit's going to see him side-by-side, wheel-to-wheel again. Left rear quarter panel is where Martin would be. 15.11 last lap, but the 43 still leads on the outside. Great defense there for Nick King. 15.18 last time by. Steffes runs a 15.39. Lake and Martin a 15.20. Almost had the the 48 clear there, or the 43 clear there. The 38 pushing into the corner here. 8 laps to go. 43.38. Steffes goes here into that 3 spot. Justin Williams in that 4 spot. 2.5, now 3 seconds the difference here. 7 laps to go. Nick King dialing the corner in. Lake and Martin at the 038. Big push for the 7 as they continue to dig. 038, 43. Steffes there in that 3 spot, still holding on to where the 24 is. 2 battles going on the race. First and second within a 0.3 of a second margin. Michaela getting faster each lap, 15.34, putting herself on the edge of the berm. Trying to put the dirt in the eyes. You see just how much Justin Williams is going to have to look. Watch how much Justin Williams has flying in his face right now. He's got all that dirt and that debris just right there. Similar to what you see in the real world. Oh, just gets a little bit more sideways than you would really want. Digs down into the corner. Big push. And sometimes, yeah, that berm, the 49 digs in the mid-third lane there. Going to have a little catch-up here. 3.5 seconds. Trying to push. Oh, baby. Michaela might be close to being off the berm. Yeah, she is, up onto the flat. That's the one part you don't want to get to, as Michaela gets down to the bottom side here to pull off, and was doing a great job there of holding off Justin Williams. Just pushed it too high into the corner. Lakin Martin, Nick King to battle for the lead. King with a slider back, 2 laps to go. 38 to the inside, 43-38. Fastest lap, Lakin Martin figuring something out here late in the run, 14.92. White flag waves, final lap, the 038 making the last lap pass. Or made the pass 2 laps ago to take over the lead, but right now, these two will be side by side. Can the 43 pull off the inside lane? Cannot. Lakin Martin's going to win your Conti. Lakin Martin, Nick King, Justin Williams, Michaela Steffes will be your drivers. Michaela doing a phenomenal job of holding on there. But again, it's that flat portion of the racetrack. Excuse me. They're going to get out there and have a quick little warm up. I'm going to take you over. I want to show you that berm here, folks. Sighting. All right. Here we go. I want to show you this berm. All right, these drivers are going to go up here. I want to show you this edge. And of course, if you get up on this flat right here where pit road entrance is, you're going to go sideways a little bit. So let's take you over here to, you can see it right there. That's the drop off right there. Tony, thank you very much. Hey, Tony, I saw that you subscribed to our YouTube channel earlier. Thank you so much, sir. I appreciate you. But that right there is probably the most dangerous portion of this racetrack, and because once you get over on the other side, well, it pretty much goes straight downhill. If you have not seen this track in real life, it is an absolute blast. Look at all those boats down there. Anybody want to? They could make a pond down there. They really could. A little garage section down there, so they keep it all mowed. But yes, yeah, that's what you see as a driver. Coming around the corner here. Let's do this. Let's go here. Let's go to a far chase. No, let's go to a. What is it? The right rear? Yeah. Here we go. Here we go. It's on board Jamie Massey here. Watch this. Yeah, he comes around 2, and then and quarter speed. Yeah, they're up on the edge here. And there's just so much down there. There's just so much down there. Like, if you launch off of that, you go flying. And you get reset. The real thing. Incredible. Tony, thank you very much for the like out there. I appreciate you. Much love. Next week is a bye week. For the 100 lapper. Okay. Also, happy Valentine's Day to everybody out there. It's coming up here this week. I know the Super Bowl's tomorrow, but Valentine's Day is coming up this week. I know a lot of leagues are taking it off, which is smart. Also, with Daytona coming up this week as well, it's going to be the time of your life, really. 2024 Daytona. How crazy. Feels like we just ended. You know what I mean? Which I guess it just did. You know what I mean? We're thinking November. It just ended. Excuse me. Okay. All right. Turn to grid for your feature. Excuse me, Christopher Joy, Keith Hackney, you're going to make up your front row here. Your costume and engraving pole for the feature is going to be Christopher Joy, of course. Jaden Sheehan, JB Massey, you're going to make up row number 2. Lincoln Martin, Nick King, row number 3. Justin Williams, Michaela Steffes. Row number 4. As they are good and ready to go, it is. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be a great time, and we're going to enjoy ourselves. That's exactly what this is all about. We're going to run 50 laps here in this feature. Caution laps do not count. It will be a wonderful time. Just a ton of fun. Caution McGraven giving you all the action here. For the pole sitter again, Melvin's Lawn Care, of course, Fusion Setup Shop, the title sponsor for the series. MFJ Welding, of course, a part of the platform over here, sponsoring all the points. Red Pirate Family Grill and Oyster Bar. Make sure you go check them out there in the Florida area. Thank you to everybody who has been putting on a phenomenal show, and of course, all of these fine folks that have been taking the time to give themselves a, well, you know, just one of those great. I just love dirt racing. I love it locally. I love it on iRacing. I love it, by the World of Outlaw series. We love seeing it. So make sure you check them out. Trackdogs.net. Of course, I forgot that. PFEFFER window and siding. All the numbers out there if you need them. Of course, he's going to be leaving. I forget where he's at. Mission 22 is our mission statement this month. We're green for 50 laps, and Christopher Joy out front on the early get going. Hackney to the bottom, maybe an adjustment. Hopefully he made an adjustment here. You're gonna run the bottom side. That's where I don't know if this is where the setup has been kind of produced, but that's where they're going. Nathan, thank you for the like, sir. Much love to you. Joy, Hackney, Sheehan, Massey. It's gonna be your top 4 here. Martin King, William Steffi's all toward the back. We're seeing these two battle here early. 15-3-6. Michaela looking ahead. Look in the mirror at what they've got going on. That gyro cam. Look at this gyro cam. Look at this thing squat in the corner. Look at her go to the bottom. Out of the throttle just a little bit. Back into the throttle here. Trying to get to the 24. You see all of that dirt and the debris. 24 a little bit more sideways. Michaela playing catch up here just a little bit as the drivers in front going to battle. Nick King, Lake and Martin to the inside of each other. Nick King all the way down to the bottom side trying to clear. Gets tight in the corner. Almost slides up the race line there. That's what you're seeing out of that car. 038 there. That's Lake and Martin. Nick King makes an adjustment here trying to slide the corner. There's a lot of grip. Whoa, that was Keith Hackney up on the high side. He went over the top. We saw that happen just a moment ago. You saw him coming back up on the race line. Jaden Sheehan went around him here. I think Keith was right here. Here's Keith Hackney right here. back this up. I think he just got a little bit too much on edge. Watch the corner. Nick King having an issue. Caution's going to come out here. We'll take a look. This is what started it. That tire's on edge, and ooh, he holds on to it. Could have ended worse as he tries to reassume the racetrack here. And then we'll just follow along because the caution's going to come out right here as Nick King is going to be there to the inside of the 91. And a slider. Oh, yeah, Nick King. Nothing that Keith Hackney did there. I think Nick had an issue there with the 40 in that 43. This is what brings out the caution. Just gets up into the 38. Tries to deep slide the corner here and had it clear of the 91. Watch the corner here. 43 in the middle portion of the lane. Goes to slide the corner and has it clear. Just carried too much speed, and he and the 038 just touch a little bit there. A little touch and go situation. Keith Hackney will be there with the 24. That's going to be Williams. Will have a double file restart here for the Reaper Racing Leagues. We do love seeing each and every one of you out there. Thank you so much to all the fine folks for knocking this one out of the park. Keep killing it because you're all amazing. You are. You're all amazing. Let's get it, boys. Says BJ. Much love. We're going to see some good racing right after this. That's BJ Lane out there for the Heart to Heart series. We're going to be back racing with those guys here in just a little bit. Excited to get back to that racing. All right. Look forward. Keith Hackney, Christopher Joy with another win here would be the winningest driver in the series, and it'll close down the points to Keith Hackney early on, and that would make for an interesting championship race coming up. Green flag. Joy needs a win. 9 of 50 completed this time by. 32 out front down the straightaway. Here comes Massey. Christopher Joy had long run race pace early on, and it showed in that first 10 lap heat. As now things starting to inch away as these three are close. Lakin Martin, the Canadian, putting some time in here and trying to be aggressive early. Keith Hackney in tow. Lakin Martin right there on the back quarter panel of Massey in the turn 4 onto the straightaway. Turn 1's busy. 38 right there. I tell you what, Massey on edge here. And I mean really on edge. He is absolutely here's the wall. See how close they're running to the wall. But look at this. This is exactly where this car is riding, right there. Right on the edge of the berm and trying to hold a half-second difference here. The talent between Christopher Joy doing the same thing up here. And just putting himself right in line. I tell you what, there's a lot of tire being scrubbed off on this race line too. Look at the nose box of this car. I'm not the nose box, the gearbox of this car. The more this track slicks off, the more rubber that gets laid down. And right now, Joy puts the rear end of that car right there, close to the teetering to the edge of the race box there. And I tell you what, the 038 of Lakin Martin trying to put some time back in here and is close to giving Jamie Massey a run here. The 038 had long run race pace as well. We watched the pass he made on Nick King early in the race. Keith Hackney 1.9 back. Michaela, last driver back here, trying to push her way forward. Justin Williams, the driver, she is trying to track down. This is all about ride or die, and that is pretty much what Lernerville is. You ride as hard as you can. And if you go over the edge, there's a chance that you might go over the edge. And well, you wouldn't. It's virtual, so you wouldn't actually get injured. But, that's good. Jade Sheehan, close battle here with the 43. Nick King and the 5. 3.6. King tries to slide the 5. Nick King not going to have that pace. The 5 riding here in that middle portion. The King needs to set up a little bit closer of a run if he wants the slider to work. It's going to be there into the inside, second lane. 5 with a better run on the outside. Sheehan, 4 seconds off the pace of Christopher Joy. Jamie Massey, Lakin Martin, all within 8/10, 9/10 of a second here as Christopher Joy runs 1 and 2 a little bit better and can keep himself on the edge. The biggest thing that you have to worry about here is that straightaway here. The lap times pretty much matching here. Lakin Martin actually faster than the leaders here. Just has to find a way around these two. As Apex Designs gives you your feature here today, make sure you go to facebook.com/ApexDesigns.oh. That'll be the guy, Jamie Massey, 1.15 seconds faster. Caution comes out. Justin Williams, the driver here. I think Williams might have hit the flat here. We'll see. To the corner. Did right. Flat. Yep. Just up and over the flat. That's the other part of that one. That one's tough. Michaela gets around the 24. 24 will be able to come into pit road, get a fast repair here. They do have that. Don't necessarily need fuel. You just need to come in and tie it over. There is the Cupid boxers there. And take that fast repair. Watch the berm here. This is pit road exit. You're going to see it straight from the nose cam of this driver. The drop off here, there's nobody coming. He's going to launch himself over. Ugh. Damn. It's insane, right? I love this track. I know people don't like it, but I love it. I think it's got so much character. It's unreal. Justin Williams will be the tail of the field. Will be still in the lead lap because caution laps do not count. And it will be 25 laps to go, or under 25 laps to go, when we go back to green flag racing double file restart. 8 drivers in today's race. As Michaela picks up a spot. Biggest mover of the race is tied between Jamie Massey and Lakin Martin. .032, 119, .038, 91. A chance now for the drivers to go to work. Oh, Massey almost jumped. Whoa. .032 did not go. And the 119 tried to time it there, thought the .032 was going. Now we'll have to try to close down this pace. It's going to be right there on the quarter panel of the .032. Christopher Joy, Jamie Massey, Lakin Martin. Your top 3, 91. Trying to close in the distance once again. Christopher Joy with a win here would do himself some justice and inch himself closer for a championship race. Jaden Sheehan in the 5 spot. Nick King holding on to 6th. Michaela Steffes right back here as you see the 24 trying to put a little bit more time in. Has some right side damage still. So we'll have to see if that fast repair actually came in handy. It was 32, 119, 21 laps to go. Long run race pace is what we had earlier. Jamie Massey, the closest he's been in a hot minute. As they push, Christopher Joy up near the high line. Massey trying to put a little bit more time in. You see the gap starting to spread here, and there's not much you can do when it comes to this mid-high line. You see just how much rubber's being laid down. Massey, if he wants, it's going to have to really get close and try to set up the bomb on the bottom. You see all that grip that's down on the bottom. I think a lot of the drivers are saving that for later on. The speed is up on the high side, but the grip, there is some grip on the bottom still. And in that second lane, right now they're utilizing this as basically, think of this as a bowl with inertia. Keith Hackney might be able to try to slide here. It's going to slide. Oh, baby, 038 to the inside. That was a grass slider there for Hackney, just because the 038 kind of bobbled a little bit, and now Lakin Martin has to go back to work. Here comes another grass slider for the 091. Watch out. Here comes the 038 back to the inside. 038 closes down the distance. He's going to run that mid-center lane, as now Hackney up to third. Lakin Martin is one of the faster drivers up there inside that top three. I don't know that Keith Hackney was doing anything there to really separate himself, but Lakin Martin had a little bit of a slip up there, and now it's going to afford the opportunity for Hackney to have another spot. Lakin Martin might just be off the rhythm now. We'll see. Jaden Sheehan back here trying to play catch up to Nick King. Nick King still up one. Big mover here so far. Jaden Sheehan having an issue. Sheehan on the inside. Caution comes out. Jaden Sheehan on the 5. Here's what happened to Jaden Sheehan. Same thing happened. Up and over the berm. Yep. Oh, knocks that tire off. Knocks the panel off. Jaden Sheehan will come to pit road. Justin Williams, I believe, coming to pit road. I don't know if Justin didn't have the fast repair check, because that right rear is still damaged. So we'll see here if Williams is going to be able to get that taken care of. Sheehan into pit road as well. And maybe some dent. Is it there? It's got to be there. He's like, where is this thing? I do it all the time. There it is. Boop. There's the fast repair. It was a 5. Trying to get himself to pit road as well. Jaden Sheehan. Again, caution laps do not count, which means these drivers will not lose their positions here. Jaden is trying to get himself into his spot here. It's so hard with a broken truck, or a broken dirt car here. Come on. Trying to find that magical spot here. There's that car. Trying to knock the car off here. Trying to knock the tire off here to be able to turn. Get it? Did he get it? Did he get it? Oh, how frustrating, man. Come on, Jaden, you got it. Wish that thing would have just knocked off for you. The tire being there is the issue. So hopefully that's going to work for you. Man, oh man. No bueno. Christopher Joy is your race leader. Hopefully Jaden's going to be able to keep that fixed, keep it working. Hopefully the fast repair worked. Christopher Joy, Jamie Massey. There's the 038 backer of Lakin Martin, and the 91 of Keith Hackney ready to go again. All right, Jaden able to get that thing fixed. Thank goodness. No, it's tough to. We're green. 32 trying to hold off the 119 and the 91 on restarts here. Here comes Nick King. They are close, and they're going to run close. 91 and the 038. 3 wide, corner exit, back to 2 wide. Christopher Joy all the way to the bottom side. The 119 trying to work the outside lane. 032 will run the bottom. Pull the grip. Here comes the 119. Flat spot on the bottom. 91 to the inside. Sliders aplenty as Jamie Massey circuits to the front as the 91 almost gets impaled by the 032. And now here comes that grip. 10 laps to go. The 119, 91 side by side. This is where the 91 wants to try to win his championship this week. Doesn't want to go next week. Wants to win it this week. As right now the 032 gets to the back quarter panel of the 91.
think the 032 of Christopher Joy is the faster driver here, but the restarts go to Massey. And I don't know what happened on that restart, but I tell you what, Jamie Massey either timed it great or had the outside lane timed in. 032 trying to close it in. Now the outside lane being protected from Massey to Hackney. Christopher Joy needed a win here to really put a dampening on what Hackney had going. Right now, Michaela on the bottom side here had an issue. I don't know what happened. Michaela had a big issue here. Michaela up on the high side. I think, oh yeah, she got on the brakes there to avoid, that should have been a caution, according to iRacing. Yeah, there it is. Lake and Martin here. Michaela's on the bottom side here, just trying to get out of the way. I want to go back here. Oh yeah, there it is. There's the Michaela here. That's the 5, I believe. The 5 runs her high and just pulls off like, He should have just ran him over. I mean, that's not a dirty slider, but it was, I mean, from her point of view, oy vey, man. Oy vey. She did her job. She braked there to save Jaden Sheehan's race. Watch this. She's there on the high side. She's there out of the gas. Yeah, oh yeah. She saw that coming, and good on her. Michaela will be a lap down. Lake and Martin looks to be coming off pit road. Jaden Sheehan looks to be out as well. Jaden Sheehan out of the race. That's unfortunate. Why is Jaden out of the race? Oh no. Man. That dang old right front tire of his. Michaela did her job. Stayed out of the 5 there. And that driver, I don't know. Ooh. All right, 4 to go. We're going green right now. Justin Williams, Jamie Massey. Okay, Staffis will try to pick up another spot here. Will do so. Jaden Sheehan coming off pit road. As the 5 still with a damaged car. Jamie Massey on the front corner. Massey to Hackney. The 2 laps to go this time by. Massey with a restart. Hackney, Christopher Joy here. Joy trying to drop to the bottom here to get something. White flag waves final lap. And Hackney to defend. Trying to go for the win on his teammate. But he doesn't need to. Jamie Massey trying to deliver as the 032 will settle for 3rd. Jamie Massey, Keith Hackney, Christopher Joy, your top 3. Nick King, Justin Williams, your top 5. Steffes finishes in 6th. Sheehan will finish 7th. Lincoln Martin will finish 8th. As this one had the drama written all over it, but it didn't show up today. So that was, I mean, and away it goes. Man, oh man. Race results for your feature. There it is. FusionSetupShop.com. Check them out. Reaper Racing Leagues, Massey, Hackney, Joy, your top 3. And I believe without a win there, Christopher Joy does not close down that distance near enough. So Keith Hackney would be racing for the fun of it next in 2 weeks. Kind of how it is. I mean, that's just the way the way this one's kind of planned out. So, championship race will be in 2 weeks, and I do believe with the way the points are set up, Keith Hackney will be your season champion. Jamie Massey doesn't have enough points to close in. We're going to talk to him anyway. Jamie Massey finally with a win here. Throughout the season, you've been looking for some of the extra momentum. Well timed restart earlier. Put yourself in this position. The restart prior to that, though, it was really close. You almost jumped it. It's a good thing you didn't, because my goodness, would that have been a headache trying to get back through the field pretty quickly there. But talk to me about this one. This one pretty self-explanatory, pretty simple.
Yeah, I worked pretty hard on this setup to get it where I wanted, man. He was firing off really good. So that's like you said, man, the previous restart, I was trying to just get that run because I felt faster on the longer runs. I just needed to be closer. He was firing off so good on the initial takeoff, but I knew it was going to take us a little bit to get going. And once we got going, I think we could run him down. We was a tenth or two faster a lap once we got some laps under us. And every time I would get close to where I needed to be, I would either make a mistake or caution would come out. So I knew that I needed to time that restart pretty good, and I needed Hackney to be there so that if you throw a slider on somebody, they can just cross you. But with Hackney being there, we both threw sliders, and it made it hard for Joy to get back around. And that's part of having a good group of guys around you. And is what it is, man. We'll take it.
You got the victory here today with Keith Hackney pretty much solidifying the championship for the series. 2 weeks. They're going to take a break next week and then come back for week 10 the week after. I know that we're not battling for championships now. We're just battling for wins. What are your hopes for coming into the final race for the 100 lap?
And ever since I started this league, I came in a little late, and I've been trying to win every week. So I've been just trying to get max points and make people chase me down, and so that they use their stuff up so Hackney can win at the end. That's pretty much what I've been here for, and to help him with building the setups through the week. So that's the only reason I've been showing up, man. And I think we're gonna probably end up right around third. We're close in points. Tyson didn't show up tonight, so that's gonna hurt him. And then Knoxville's probably my best track, so we'll be really good next week. We learned a lot here today, and I think it'll transfer into the next race. And like I said, man, I look forward to it and can't wait.
All right, Jamie, congratulations on the victory here, man. Give shout outs.
Yeah, man, I want to thank everybody over at NLR, House Speed, Papa Mike's Promotions, Heartland Harley Davidson, Tunnel Vision by Hackney, Grip Hackney Live, Keith for working with me on this setup. Like I said, we turned around 400 or 500 laps today building this thing, and it was really good. I want to shout out to him and Nathan Smith for spotting for me, and see y'all next week or the next week.
Yeah, 2 weeks. Yeah, they're going to be.
Yeah, and also a good run to Joy, man. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I know he had a heck of a run today. That's for sure. He was trying. The only way he competes for a championship if he wins today. That's it.
Yeah.
No,
we kind of knew that. And that's why Hackney didn't have to win today, but Joy couldn't win today. If that makes any sense.
Yeah,
So.
Nope. I knew I was doing the math, and I was like, oh, there's a chance. So,
yep.
Yeah. All right, Jamie. We'll see you in 2 weeks.
Thank you.
That's Mr. Massey. He comes home in victory lane. Keith Hackney pretty much locking up the season. Gets to race for fun at Knoxville for the 100 lapper out there. Keith, tell me about your race.
Well, I don't really know what to say, man. Like I felt good at times, and then times I didn't feel good early. The bottom was really good for me. One lap I hit it perfect, and I was able to pull around Joy, and I thought I could stick it down there for the next couple laps, and it got back around me. And then I end up putting my right rear or going over. Like I can't race one race here without going over the berm. Like it never fails. It don't matter what car I'm in. It's bound to happen one time. So, but I would rather it happen early in the race than late in the race because I've lost some races because of that. But yeah, man, like I don't know. I haven't really ran a whole lot here lately. Just hit and miss some races. This league and then maybe another league throughout the week. I just pop in if I ain't got nothing to do. I run the Legend openers on Mondays, and that's about it, man. Other than that, I'm so busy painting cars and playing Call of Duty and I just sort of taking a break a little bit from this. It's just everything's got so overwhelming with all the drama that happens on the dirt side, and I can't handle it, dude. It's just too much. And like I was to the point where I just wanted to sell every damn thing I had. And I love racing. I've been around racing all my life. I've been on here for years, but it's to that point, man. Like I'm here to have fun, and I mean, we're going to be competitive no matter what. It might take myself a couple laps to be competitive, but once I get in rhythm, we're good. Um, but other than that, man, like I say it was a good race. I felt better towards the end of that race. Um, there again, just had to get in rhythm, and I told him I needed to finish at least top 3, top 5, maybe, because I didn't want that pressure going into the last race. So now that we pretty much got it sealed up, all I gotta do is just show up. We're throwing everything out the window next week, and I know them others will be good next week, but I know me and Massey's going to be great next week. So, I mean the week after. So just stay tuned, and we'll try to put on a show for the fans for the finale, and just go ahead and collect that check.
You shout outs.
Yeah, man, just all the guys at NLR, House of Speed, Papa Mike, Heartland Harley Davidson, Tunnel Vision by Hackney, Grip Hackney Live. My mother's tuned in again tonight, and yeah, and you for doing a hell of a broadcast, man.
Keith, my man, we'll see you in a couple of weeks.
All right, buddy, thank you.
That's Keith Hackney in P3. Christopher Joy's going to finish in third. He's joining me up here as well. Chris, you needed to win today. That's what you needed.
Yeah, well, when you get a bunch of cautions for 6 cars, not a whole lot you can do. I mean, it's hard to get going on the restart without. I mean, you just got to absolutely hit it. It's perfect, and yeah.
Yeah, that one restart was the one that the one prior to that it seemed like Massey just overstepped on it a little bit, and you were able to capitalize on that. He said he was trying to reel you in there at the beginning. I think you were just trying to protect your line once you get about 25 laps to go. And I knew what was coming toward the end of the race because you guys had left a lot of grip on the bottom for sliders.
I mean, yeah, just I mean, I probably could have got him back on that restart where he got in front of me, but it's hard to know what the guy's doing behind you if you if you don't have a mirror. Just I guess I just been spoiled on not having a mirror running some other stuff, and I mean, it is what it is. It's on there, so might as well use it, I guess.
Right. And it's kind of the way the race goes. I would love to have seen I know that I try to paint the story and paint the objective of what could happen next week or in 2 weeks. I'm sorry, for the championship race, but you're still out there battling for second. You've got the points for it, and nothing to take away from your series or your season. You still could walk away with the most wins of the season if you come out and win next week or in 2 weeks. So, and they said they're going to be good at Knoxville, so that means that you have to be better.
Well, I mean, it's 100 laps, so I mean, doesn't matter how fast you are at the beginning, you just got to make it towards the end, at least the last lap. So, done a lot of practicing doing the Wotel stuff in WRA. Not 100 laps though, so that should be interesting. But I wish we got the car count out just to put some more laps on the track. It's going to be a pretty boring race for 100 laps at Knoxville, but it's the finale and got to do it big, I guess.
That's the way it is. Hopefully, we'll be able to get all these drivers back out here for that finale because we don't want to see. I personally don't want to see you guys go out there with 8 drivers and do that. So hopefully this last race we'll have a ton of fun. Maybe we throw an additional prize out there or something from my end to make sure that we have that finale. I don't know. I'll talk to the league and see what we can do with that because I want to see the car counts. You know what I mean? Because you guys deserve it. You guys even you guys running up front, you guys running in the middle, running in the back. I mean, this league deserves it as well. I think they've done. I know that they've gone through. They're going through the end of the season woes where, they have car counts of 30 plus in the beginning, and then now we're under 10, which happens. But I think that it's not deserving of what the league is doing. So and what they're trying to do. But
Agreed.
Chris, my man, P3 finished. Nothing wrong with it. I know that you're second in points coming in. Probably second in points leaving today. It'll be fun to see what you guys do here in a couple of weeks, man. So give your shout outs and much love.
Yeah. As once again, I want to thank you guys for putting on this league and throwing up the money and everything. Guys over at Majula Race Speed Shop, Fergie with CFM. Shout out to Fergie for proposing to his girl, and she said yes. So that's an awesome day. I'll thank you guys. Elliot's Custom Trailers in Warsaw, Indiana. At Ed's Eyewear, H & Sons Racing, Outlaw Graphics. And yeah, Jamie on the win.
Always good time, man. Chris, we'll see you in 2 weeks, man.
Sounds good.
Christopher Joy comes home in P3, and I mean it, folks. Oh, sorry. I mean it. I would love to see the big field for here in 2 weeks. So hopefully everybody's taking their vacation. They're going to watch the races. They'll be back here in 2 weeks after the Super Bowl and after all the things they're doing tomorrow. Yeah, this one was this was a good race, and I'm not trying to take away the race. The race was good. It was very good. I just love the drama of having a 1-2 battle for a dirt championship. It'd be really cool. But Jamie Massey gets the victory here, and they're going to be good at Knoxville. Jamie has been looking forward to Knoxville all season long, so he's going to show up. He's going to show up with a good setup. It's going to be great. It's going to be a ton of fun. All high class guys, yeah, for sure. Susie says good run. Keith Hackney and Jamie Massey, absolutely. Dark Rising, that was awesome to watch. It was a ton of fun to watch. I'm going to make shout out to all the drivers that showed up today. My hat's off to them. My hat's off to the admins that showed up, and of course the drivers that showed up, and of course race control that showed up, and all the people that are involved with this league. Make it all the sponsors of the series because they're really putting it out there. These guys are all 110% phenomenal racers, and here, Nick King. We're going to show everybody. There's Nick King, kicking butt, taking names. Justin Williams out there having a great time. Had a rough race, but who doesn't have a rough race? There's Michaela. We like Michaela. She's the one I'm rooting for each week because she's the one putting out there. Jaden Sheehan out there, of course, number 5, and then Lakin Martin out there, of course, knocking it out of the park. I wish my things would sync. So, but Jamie Massey gets the victory here today. Paul, much love to you, man. We're gonna be back here in just a moment. We've got another race coming up right after this one, so stick with me. I'll be back with some truck series here in just a moment.